The dietary guidelines recommend 3 servings of dairy per day.
But that recommendation can take a disproportionate toll on people of color.
65% of the world's population is lactose intolerant.
That includes 80% of Black Americans, 95% of Asian Americans, 80 to 100% of Native Americans, and 50 to 80% of Latinx.
Dairy consumption also increases the risk of heart disease, breast and prostate cancers, and asthma, which kill Black Americans at a greater rate.
The American Medical Association has called on the USDA to indicate in the dietary guidelines that dairy products are optional.
And the Government of Canada recently updated its nutritional guidelines to acknowledge that dairy consumption is not necessary.
For more than 2 decades, we have been working to remove racial bias from the dietary guidelines for Americans. And now, when racial inequities are receiving long overdue attention, the USDA needs to recognize the needs of all Americans by clearly indicating in the dietary guidelines that dairy products are unnecessary and take a disproportionate toll among many Americans.
It's time to end food racism.
நன்றி.